Pisces, this is your reading for May 2021. First, if you like, please subscribe to my channel so you get updated whenever a new video comes out. Maybe give me a like to the video if it turns out that you like it. Also, I want to tell you that this is a general reading, so some things may resonate, some things may not resonate. So the things that resonate, take them with you and ponder them. If they don't, just leave them be. It doesn't matter. It's normal because it's a general reading. Sometimes it may help if you have a look at your ascendant, your rising sign, or your moon sign. And if you don't know them, go to astro.com and fill in your birth data, and then they'll give you your birth chart, and I think that you can have them, have an overview of that so that you don't have to read the squiggly signs if you don't know them. But some people that are here, they're into astrology, so they for sure probably also know those symbols. So let's start with you here. So we're starting with the Six of Cups reversed. Six of Pentacles reversed, sorry, the Six of Cups and then the Ace of Pentacles. So I was reading this one and was actually not looking at that one. But so this is the Six of Pentacles reversed. I'm going to pull 3 more cards and then we'll start a reading. So this is Temptation, which is really the Devil card. The Nine of Water, Nine of Cups, and the Six of Air, which is the Six of Swords. So let's start here. I don't really like these two, especially not in combination with each other, because the Six of Pentacles reversed can indicate a one-way flow of things going. So this can be money, but it can also be just, give and take, that maybe you're the one who's over giving, but it can also be you're the one who's taking too much and asking too much from somebody else. So whatever way it goes, it needs to be balanced out a little bit more. So if you're the one who's always giving and not getting back as you give, then maybe it's time for you to set boundaries and not give away so much. Now, if it's you taking too much, then have a deep look inside of yourself and see where you can stop this, because we have this Devil here. Temptation in this deck, it's called Temptation. So I feel in this case, it could well be that you're overtaking and you're not giving too much. So it's a one-way. It's a one-sided, maybe one-sided relationship because of this Devil. And that comes from a fear you have. And what that fear is, I don't know. Now, if you're over giving and you're giving away too much of yourself, it's also coming from a fear. And that's then, then you are pleasing other people out of fear of rejection, maybe being abandoned, maybe not being appreciated, not being seen, not being heard, not being understood. But when you give way too much of yourself, or when you take too much, there is an imbalance there, and that needs to be corrected, because if you give way too much of yourself, then you're going to feel drained. And if you're overtaking, then it could be that some people are going to reject you anyway, and then that fear is going to come true. So see what is true for you, Pisces, in this case, and adjust accordingly, because I think it's very important. The Six of Cups, it feels this in connection with this one. So there's 2 sixes here. This is something that is based on something from the past, from the overgiving or overtaking is something that comes from the past, from a fear that is rooted in the past. I'm reading this as going back to the past. So in the past, maybe you needed, as a child, you needed to please your parents because otherwise they would be angry to you, on you or at you. Or maybe if you're overtaking, it's because you didn't get enough recognition when you were a child, or you felt not seen, not heard, not understood as a child. So whatever it is, it's time now to set that balance straight. because we have the Ace of Pentacles here, and the Ace of Pentacles in this reading and in this combination with these other two cards, for me, it is that it's time to embrace a new value, to see the things through a different lens, to adjust this imbalance that may have happened here in these other two cards, in these two sixes, and then to set that straight, to adhere to that new value that is way more you, and that so that you feel seen, you feel understood, you feel heard, and you don't need to please, neither do you need to be very selfish and take only for yourself and leave out other people. That is not necessary. It's not necessary, because we have also this Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is a very good card. It's a card of being in touch with your emotions. It's also the card of wishes getting fulfilled. But I feel that first you need to address this imbalance here that exists, and you need to get rid of this temptation card, of this devil card. It really is sort of a blocking you. And that needs to be removed. You need to trust in yourself. You need to feel that if you can find that balance between give and take and sort it out a little bit, so that in a relationship, even in a job, there is that balance, then you can reap the rewards with the Nine of Cups, and then things will start to flow again for you and will be easier for you. They will go again, and they will come together in a good way. Now we're ending, it's very interesting that we have 3 sixes here. 366, so 666, the number of the devil. I'm just kidding here. So we have the Six of Swords here on this Ace of Pentacles. This Ace of Pentacles is the beginning of a new value, a new perspective on life, a new opportunity, and an opportunity to set it straight, to bring the balance back with new values, with values that are not too much giving, not too much taking. And that is a transition you're going through. It's going to feel like you're on a journey in the soul, an inner journey, a journey where you're learning to set boundaries so that you don't please all the time, but also boundaries so that you're not taking for yourself all the time. I feel that in a way, this Nine of Cups for me, together with this Ace of Pentacles, is the most important, because if you find that balance again, if you get that new perspective of there is enough for everybody, I don't have to please everybody, and I don't have to take from everybody, then there is everything going to come together in the end, and everything will be good in the end, and it will be also emotionally fulfilling if you do that. So it's really about balancing act here, and going through this transition. It will be a journey, because there's a lot of fear, and I don't know why that fear is there, but there is a lot of fear in a certain area of your life where the need to please or the need to take, so you don't have ever lack of anything, is very present. And whatever that is for you, whatever side of the balance that is for you, the side of the scales, whether it's taking or giving, that is something that you have to decide for yourself, and you have to read into yourself. But there is a call for you to balance it out, to make sure you don't please everybody, that you don't say yes to everything, to every request, to every ask from everybody, and also make sure that you don't request too much from other people for yourself, so that those other people in the end may start to resent it, and the fact that they have to always jump for you. That is also the possibility. So there is the need for new values, new way of looking at things, new way of standing in your life. So let's see what other cards are going to come out here, because this is a weird reading. I had a lot of new perspective readings for the month of May for the other signs as well, but here it's really about give and take, and bringing that into balance. And I think it's probably possible that in one area of life you're giving way too much, and in another one area you're taking, and then you have to sort of find the middle ground for that as well. So let's see what else is going to come out for you. Nine of Wands, so another 9. Knight of Cups. Yeah. King of Wands. Yeah, I like that King of Wands and that, oh yes, compromise. Okay. This is interesting that here, in the end, we have two major arcana cards coming out. The Lovers and the Magician. The Lovers is a very conscious choice. So in that transition with a new value, there are very conscious choices with the heart you have to make, and to follow your heart in those choices, because that they are important, because that will sort of really bring the balance in your life back. I feel this Magician is not so much about manifesting and by having skills and doing things, but because it's the end card and because it's a clarifying card, I feel it's really you will bring the balance back. You will be able to do that. You will be able to bring that give and take scales, to bring them a little bit more evenly. And I feel that is very much needed, because in a way it also, you know, this fear here that you have, whether it's giving or taking, that you're doing too much, doesn't matter, or whether that's in certain areas of life, it comes from the past. It comes from things in the past that were hard. And yeah, again, with this six of, when I said in childhood, probably maybe you were not seen, maybe you were not heard, or maybe you had to do a lot of pleasing to be seen or to be heard. And that was hard on you. And it's something you're looking back up on now, and you're realizing that that was really hard work. But you have come so far, and you've always done that. But now, you know, you're in a new phase of your life. There's new things coming into your life. There's new people coming into your life. There's new experiences coming into your life. So it's really time to let go of those old fears and of those old, maybe even grudges, or yeah, fears of not being seen, heard, or having to please in order to be seen, heard. That's no longer needed, because we are in a new phase. You are doing the transition, and there is a new phase here coming into your life. New perspective. So on top of this Nine of Cups, I really love these two cards, because this, first of all, I'm going to start with the last one, with this Two of Cups. This Two of Cups tells me really that you're compromising, and you may even say to the people that you're pleasing too much, I'm not doing that anymore. We need to find a compromise here so that you understand me, so you respect my boundaries. On the other hand, it can be you apologizing for, you know, having it your way too much, and therefore, you know, hurting other people. So let's see how that is for you. But you're doing it. You're willing to go into the compromise. So either it's about setting boundaries and saying, no, I'm not doing that, and explaining yourself. Maybe you don't really need to explain, but just, you know, say, no, I'm sorry, but I don't feel respected that way. Or you saying, I'm sorry that I didn't respect you. But you have this. The King of Wands tells me that you've got this whole change going on, this balancing act of getting the give and take on the right scales again. You've got this. That's what this King of Wands tells me. Now, I said that we were ending with two major arcana cards. That this one for me, again, it's really you bringing the balance back, but it's also very important that you listen to your heart. I think that is really very, very important, because your heart is going to tell you what to do. So Pisces, will end with some messages. I'm going to pull them randomly. So this is from the Druid Animal Oracle. As you can see, I put the book ready. I also have these new cards, but I'm going to pull first of the Soul Coaching Oracle. So as you can see, randomly. Okay. I think that was that, yeah. And then from here, randomly, a card. That one was turned upside down. So this is a new deck. and you have to bear with me for that one as well. So let's start here with the Druid Animal Oracle, which is the cow spirit. And the cow is about fertility, abundance. It's a little bit like the Empress card in a tarot deck. But let me just read about what the cow says to you. So it is about nourishment, motherhood, and the goddess. Let's see, and I can put that a little bit centered. Yes. So the cow opens us to an awareness of the goddess. Her generosity, healing, and nourishing power is present all around you. In your dreams, your food, your drink, your friends, your children, and particularly in the natural world that you are blessed to live in. She brings protection from all harmful influences. And by attuning to her presence, you can gain the inestimable benefit of deep and peaceful sleep. So I feel that really this cow is telling you that you don't need to please anymore, to overgive, or to overtake out of fear, because everything is here. Everything is here for you, in everything, in your external circumstances, but also I feel internally. It's only fear that can sort of launch you in this a little bit of a negative energy of overgiving or overtaking. And that is something you have to deal with within yourself, but there is some compromises to be done, and you got this. That's the King of Wands. And also that Magician is also a card that says that you got this, that it's going to be solved and resolved, and you're going to find that balance. Now, the other card, the Soul Coaching Oracle card, is Voyage. Let me see that the light doesn't shine in it. Yep, like that. I am safe and loved no matter where I am. So this card is again a reminder to not be afraid wherever you are in this voyage. And if you have that notion that you are lacking of something, so you're taking because you're afraid of lacking something, you don't need to do that because you're safe. If you're over giving because you want to please, because you want to be understood, you want to be heard, you want to be seen, you don't need to overgive. You can just, balance it out and just give and set your boundaries around that, because you are protected with this card. Now, the last card, the last message is from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. Couldn't find my word because I was looking at this card, and the Wisdom of the Oracle has spirit in the cards. This card is a fork in the road. Now, I'm going to pull the card in close, because look at that face here. That is the face of spirit, and every card in this deck, and this is such a beautiful deck, has spirit somewhere hidden in the card. So you always have to go and look for it, and sometimes it's quite obvious, sometimes it's not that obvious. You really have to look closely. So I'm going to read Fork in the Road. Now, Fork in the Road, it tells me about, choices, because there is something that you need to change. I feel here in this reading about finding your balance again, finding footing again. I feel that here this fork in the road is also more for me, it's speaking more to finding that balance, that footing. But let's see what other message is coming out here. So this is number 13. So the essential meaning is time to make a decision, considering the consequences as you prepare to act, and owning up to your obligation to make a necessary choice. So that choice of balance is really a choice you really need to make. I think it's in your best interest, because it's going to protect you, it's going to give you boundaries, it's going to make you set boundaries towards other people, but also you respecting other people's boundaries. And I feel that, yes, this is now very important, but it is a choice. In the end, it is your choice to do it. Now, I feel you're going to do it because of all the other cards, but ultimately the choice is yours here. So Pisces, this is your reading. I hope you liked it. And soon I'll be coming up with a relationship reading, a love relationship reading. And that will be sort of middle of May that I'll be posting that. In the meanwhile, have a look at my Instagram, because I'm putting a daily guidance card there for you every single day. So that's it from me, for you, for now, and bye. Bye, Pisces.